Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are playing Sanitarium. Oh, that's just disgusting. It just came out like that. We are in another of Max's hallucinations, it seems. We got taken by a couple of doctors after we found out about a bunch of baby clones or something within the asylum. And in this, he just transformed into his comic book character, Grimwall, which is like Goro, essentially. It's interesting. I guess it's a hero.
A heap of disgusting insect eggs. This thing has some kind of mechanical harness.
My harness.
Wearing this harness, perhaps they'll think I'm one of them. It's worth a try.
Useful.
ID confirmed. Drone Guard class, Sector 7. Proceed.
Ooh-wee, okay. What is that?
Drone Guard class not permitted within the Queen's chamber. Entry denied.
Grap.
I need a purple one. Okay. Well, we can go into this one. That is disgusting.
Not so many. Slow down. Too many and the machine will overheat.
Ugh, I can hardly stand to look at these beasts.
Well, you're gonna have to converse with these beasts soon.
This insect is hooked up to a machine, and the levers must control the furnace. That would harm even me. Ugh, I can hardly stand to look at these beasts. That's impossible.
Well, we can't talk to them?
No?
No, just not close
Who are
enough.
you?
Shipment. Furnace operator. Why do you ask, guard drone? Why are you here?
I'm here to inspect the furnace.
It's been suitably repaired. But if Her Majesty needs confirmation, then go ahead and get on with it. Just stay out of the way. We're very busy.
Okay.
What is your function?
To regulate the flow of air to the furnace.
What is the purpose of this furnace?
Are you testing my knowledge? Very well. This is the main power supply of the hive. It was built by Gromna himself. It maintains the temperature of the Queen's chambers and also is used to smelt the raw ember into a highly concentrated power source.
Humans? Those are bodies.
Where does the ember come from?
We found deposits of it within the mountain while we were tunneling our way up to the surface. When Gromna joined our cause, he recognized it as a possible power source for cybernetics, if reduced to its purest form.
How do you regulate the temperature?
It's very complicated. You need to be at least the level of operator to understand it, and you are still merely a drone guard.
How do I become an operator?
An ambitious drone. You are far too young to even be considered for it. I've served the Queen for generations. With age comes respect and station.
The way he said considered made him sound conceited. Almost sound like Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
What about those bellows over there?
The assigned drones pump the bellows, regulating the flow of airs into the furnace. Through that, we control the flames that are used to smelt the ember.
Are those cyclopean children being thrown in?
Don't be alarmed. According to Gromna, they won't pollute the ember.
Where do they come from? And why burn them?
Does this investigation require me to explain everything to you, drone? It's a convenient way to dispose of their sickening little bodies once the Queen is through with them. Granted, the ashes and smell can be a bit nauseating, but one gets used to them after a while.
Disgusting.
The insectoid's abominable furnace. The insects are bumping a bellows to control the furnace. This pipe has been fixed recently, though not too well.
Interesting. Can't fiddle with much more. I'll have to take a look at what else we can find. This is disgusting, by the way.
Password.
Grap.
Entry denied. Password.
Grap.
Entry denied.
One of these passwords has to be grap. Right? Everything is fleshy. I swear we're not just in a hive, we're like on an alien creature. Or a bug-like creature, should I say. There's another door I can open. Holy crap.
It's some kind of alien child with 2 eyes and 2 arms.
How weird.
This monster is also half machine. A handsome young Cyclops. I hope he can help me.
By the makers! Grimwall! You're Grimwall!
I mean...
But what are you doing here? Why have you returned to us? I thought Gromna had everything under control.
Grimwall? Is that my name? I don't remember much. Just waking up in this hive and having to battle a few insectoids. I had to use this strange device that I found on the large one, just to pass their security forces.
It's an ID harness. Gromna built them for the insectoids since they lost their sight. With that on, you look like another bug to them. That's why they're not swarming all over you.
That's what I was gonna say.
My name is Gravin. We need to talk more. But until the work slows down, I'm stuck here. Afterwards, I'm going back to my pod. We can meet there. My pod's globe code is Grenisser. Use it if you need to get in there for anything.
Good. We have the code for one of those rooms now.
Who are you?
TikTok. Cybernet technician.
Nope. What was the other one? Tick-Chock?
What is your function?
To integrate cybernetic enhancements to the flesh.
Who designed these robotics?
Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty.
I require my ID harness to be upgraded.
Upon whose authorization will I grant this procedure?
Queen?
You delay in your response. I am busy. Return when you can produce the proper authorization.
It's the last answer I would have chosen. Seeming that he was basically about to do it for you if you just answered the question honestly. Could have just said it was a queen. I mean, that would have been a straight, bold-faced lie, but, you wouldn't have known. Well, this place isn't that big, so at least we'll get a few of these. Try this first door.
Password.
Grap.
Wrong door.
Entry denied.
I meant this door.
A defense mechanism for Grevin's pod.
Password.
Grenisser.
Enter.
Let's see if he has anything of use to us in here.
Grevin's tools.
Whole bunch of them.
A sledgehammer should come in handy.
You never know when you're
The
gonna need
heater.
one.
It's alive.
Ooh, ugh. A living heater.
Wonder if Gravin has any good crystals.
What, are you bored? Gonna watch some movies?
And now, our breaking story this evening.
That's Earth
During a
news.
helicopter sweep in the search for another missing child in the troubled remote community of Warrendale, authorities were startled to discover what appears to be a gigantic insect hive attached to Mount Sanitarium close to the ancient mechanical ruins. Details are sketchy at this point, but some sources have estimated that the visible portion of the hive is only a small part of the greater whole. More details on this breaking story as it develops. In an attempt to
Interesting.
halt the infestation of the insect horde that is sweeping across our nation, leading entomologist Gromna will lead a team to infiltrate and examine the ever-growing hive. When asked why he was risking his own life on this mission, Gromna simply replied that he was willing to sacrifice anything to stop the infestation. When he heard the news, President Agris said, "Gromna is truly a great man, and we all wish him much success." Today,
I don't agree.
the nation breathed a collective sigh of relief as word from Gromna finally reached our closest outpost to the hive. Gone for months and presumed dead, it turns out that Gromna's team is not only alive, but they have found a method to slow the Horde's infestation. Remaining near the hive, the team will continue their research in an attempt to stop the Horde.
Hi, Graven. I guess you're not in. You must be out helping Gromna save the world or something. I just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I miss you. And I really look forward to you coming back to me soon. Goodbye, sweetheart.
Okay. So there's our freaking explanation to this world. Does it make me do it again? Nope. I'm gonna watch that again. Alrighty. Well then, we've got tools.
Graven's tools. A sledgehammer should come in handy.
We got a sledgehammer. Grade some.
Not so many. Slow down. Too many and the machine will overheat.
Overheat? Why, it would be so bad if this were to happen. Whoops.
Drones, stop the bellows. Seal the pipe. To continue pumping with that damage would overheat the furnace.
Can I do it? Oh.
With that bug gone, I can reach the controls. I'll shut down this abominable furnace.
Can I kill these guys too?
Ugh, I can hardly stand to look at these beasts.
So
The
racist.
mechanized arm survived the fire. I wonder if it can be used against the beasts. Graven, the furnace operators That won't solve anything. That it would.
Okay, doesn't do anything yet. We can.
This is more complex than I imagined. There appear to be many controls, all interrelated.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. We can make those symbols over there by the look of it. Lock them in. Okay, okay, I'm getting it. First symbol gets rid of that. Oh, that's perfect right there. Boom and boom. Shut it down.
No more genocide today, monsters. No more embers will be delivered now. I'm certain I'll find Graven resting in his pod.
There's no work for him to do. Hopefully not screwing ourselves over.
There you are. I was beginning to get worried. I thought something terrible might happen to you at the furnace. Especially since your memory is gone.
No, I don't remember much of anything. I wouldn't even know my own name if you hadn't told me.
Every Cyclopean child knows the name of Grimwall. You're the great hero of the War of the One.
The War of the One.
War of the One. Can you tell me about it?
Oh my. You are confused, aren't you? The War of the One was a pivotal point in the history of our people. For years, we had fought the insectoids, neither side gaining ground as the planet was ravaged by countless battles. The Makers, creators of all and of nothing, watched silently for many years before taking action. They spoke to the leaders of both sides through grand visions, declaring that there was to be one final battle for supremacy. The victor would rule the planet, and the defeated race would be forced underground, never to return to the surface again.
We won?
Yes, thanks to you. You destroyed nearly a third of the troops, all by
How
yourself.
do you not remember this?
If we won, then why are these things back above ground?
No one really knows. Actually, no one really believed the story of the War of the One, or thought that there were any insectoids. Until now.
So it was all a fantasy. You're only now a
That
war
evil
hero.
machine will be silent for a while.
Evil? It's just a furnace. Isn't it?
The thing was burning children, Graven. Cyclopean children.
What? But how can this be? Gromna would never allow such a thing to happen.
That's the question.
Gromna. That's the name the bugs were using at the furnace. They said he's giving the orders to burn the children's bodies.
That's absurd. He's my mentor, a brilliant entomologist. He'd never...
What?
Bug
Entomologist.
scientist.
He's our foremost specialist on insects. That's why the Peace Council chose him for this mission.
Yeah. What is that mission again?
Mission? What mission? What the hell is going on here?
We were sent here to examine this hive a few months ago. We were captured, but Gromna convinced the Queen to put aside her plans of conquest and negotiate a peace treaty. Since then, it's been peaceful for both sides. In fact, tomorrow is the day that both leaders will meet to sign the treaty.
Okay.
I tell you it's true, Graven. Something is terribly wrong here, and I think that this Gromna person is somehow involved. You must help me.
I'm sorry, but I can't. Not unless you have some physical proof to back up these wild accusations.
Very well. If proof is what you want, then that's what you'll get.
Let me bring you some dead child bodies.
Graven, Chick-Tock requires authorization to upgrade my ID harness. Who can do that?
Normally, Gromna is the only one who can authorize such upgrades. But with the increased activity in the Queen's chambers, he remains there almost exclusively. I think we can fool Chick-Tock if I make my position sound important enough.
What should I say?
Tell him that your authorization comes from Graven, protege of Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty. That should do it.
Okay. Thank you. Let's go over and try that out.
Take my advice. That harness you're wearing won't get you past every security device. You might want to see the cyber technician for an upgrade.
That's what I was doing. Oh, lordy. Let's go and check out what he's got to say real quick. I feel like there's more.
Who designed these robotics?
Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty.
Where is he?
He is within the Queen's chambers.
I think he's been
Since it
altered.
is the eve of retribution, there is much preparation required. His plan must be executed perfectly.
Okay.
Eve of Retribution?
Are your memory pathways in need of service? The eve of retribution is known by us all. As of tomorrow, we will return to our rightful position as the dominating race of the planet.
Oh.
Under the guise of peace, we shall collect a debt that has been unpaid for decades.
Okay.
What plan do you speak of?
Your memory banks must be fluctuating. Gromna has seen the error of his kind's ways and has come to aid us in our desire for revenge. With his gift of cybernetics, we shall once again rule the surface.
Okie doke. Okay. Alright. A gift, huh?
How will this gift aid us? Are we not mighty enough to conquer this Cyclops without them?
Without the speed of cybernetics, we would be vulnerable to the nuclear fire which the enemy controls. Incinerated, the before we even reach the city. But with the aid of cybernetics, we will be swarming within the walls of the capital before their hands can even reach the launch buttons. The dawn will bring the
That would be
age of the
cloning they would need to do
insectoid.
for that.
It is inevitable.
So they might be cloning people. Let me get that upgrade.
I require my ID harness to be upgraded.
Upon whose authorization will I grant this procedure?
Graven, protege of Gromna, honorable assistant to Her Majesty.
Graven. Hold while I search my databanks for confirmation. My records indicate that Graven is the assistant to Gromna. However, his authorization alone is not enough.
Dang it.
I will need to verify that you are of sufficient age to be placed within the Royal Guard.
Oh, okay.
Proceed to limb scanner for positive age identification.
Well, it seems that I'm going to be able to get what I need, but age verification may not be as simple as it looks. And there seems to be a building down here I didn't actually get to, so I think I'm a little preemptive on my my research, my findings. So, I hope that you guys have been enjoying this, and what I'll do is end this here, and we'll continue checking this world that is Grimlock's hive. And, yeah, in the next episode, we'll continue on and see if we can get the authorization that we need so we can move forward within this place. I hope that you've enjoyed, and if you did, I'll see you all in the next episode of Sanitarium. Oh, hey! I see that you guys are done with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, you can see another one over here on the right-hand side. And, of course, we've also got one on the left as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.